Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5:30, new information this morning on the arrest of a suspect in a Trigg County quadruple murder. We'll hear from the suspect up next.
Also on WKYT this morning, a good look at this year's UK basketball team and a look at why fans are already excited for next year.
As cold weather prepares to hit Lexington, we'll tell you how city leaders preparing for the Arctic blast. These stories and breaking news as it happens on WKYT this morning.
Hey there, good morning. It's your Friday. We're glad you're with us. We're rolling toward the weekend as some sort of wintry situation makes its way our way. We'll see. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith, kind of in hibernation mode right now.
It's about all you can do, you know. Talking about a daytime high today being maybe the coldest high temperature for this day ever. Let's check in with Micah. He's in our First Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, it's going to stick around for quite some time, too. And what we see outside right now is actually on First Alert Defender Live radar. A few flurries flying down toward the southeast. It looks like a whole lot, but it's really not. So don't expect much as you're walking out and about. Maybe some of those overpasses and bridges are cold enough to maybe get some of this sticking on it, so just take it easy, but we just don't expect major impacts. They're just flurries and not really moderate or heavy snow. There you are right now across Kentucky. We're there in the teens and 20s. It's a cold start to the day with those few flurries making your way in toward the afternoon. Possible record, our record cold high. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but the coldest high ever recorded today is 34 degrees, and there you are, maybe hitting 33. So we could possibly break a record, but at least we're getting some sunshine. That's going to be key, and I'll show you off towards your weekend with that snow coming on in and your travel plans and all that. That comes up in a few minutes.
Right, may as well make some history while we're at it, I guess. As Micah said, we are looking at some very cold and potentially wintry weather over this weekend.
So you may be asking, is the city prepared for this cold weather and possibility for snow ahead? WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live from the interstate with more on how the city's preparing.
Good morning, everyone. Well, even though the roads are clear right now, crews have been out pre-treating bridges, hills, and main roadways, and they plan to continue doing that throughout the rest of the day today. The only real problem right now is the availability of salt. Usually by November 1st, the state's above-ground salt storage facilities are filled 100%, but this year they're only at 85%. Since July, the Department of Highways has been working to restock the state's reserve supply, which was emptied out during last year's winter. Officials say salt prices have increased more than 15% this year, with a ton now costing between $75 and $100.
We're close to being completely full with salt. It's just going to be a little bit later than normal, and deliveries through the season will probably be a little more difficult this year.
Now, officials do expect to soon have all salt facilities fully stocked for this winter. Mayor Jim Gray announced that the city of Lexington is currently equipped with 6,000 tons of salt. Of course, we'll be tracking snow and road conditions throughout the rest of the weekend. Live in Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
All right, Whitney, thank you.
We have an update this morning for you on a case out of Trigg County.
A man accused of killing his family is speaking from jail. Ryan Champion is at the Christian County Jail now. He talked at length to WKDZ and WHVO about a number of issues, including how he's being treated in jail and how he's being supported by some friends. He would not speak, however, about what happened on October 26th when his father, mother, and sister were killed.
The police have their investigation to investigate. I know what happened. I know what happened. I know who was where. I know who did what. I know.
After the crime, Champion told police that he was tied up with a man who killed his family, but he was able to escape. But he's now indicted on 1 count of murder and 3 counts of complicity to murder. The family of a Knox County murder victim is upset that one of the suspects is now out of jail. Patrick Baker was released after posting a $500,000 bond. He's one of 5 people charged in the murder of Donald Mills during a home invasion back in May. Police say Baker fired the gun that killed Mills. The victim's sister says that she's worried for her family's safety.
Yes, I've heard that, that he's going to try to run, but, be like I said, they will catch him if he does run.
Baker and the other murder suspects are scheduled to be back in court next month for a pretrial hearing.
A Laurel County mother is in jail this morning after sheriff deputies say she was found driving a car under the influence of meth with her child right there in the back seat. Police arrested 30-year-old Lonzie Butler of US 25 south of London yesterday afternoon. When they investigated, they found that she had recently used meth and had taken several medications. Her 8-month-old infant was in the back seat of her car sleeping. Butler was charged with DUI and lodged at the Laurel County Jail.
Just days after the last Ebola patient was in the U.S. declared to be free of the disease, another surgeon with Ebola is headed to the U.S. for treatment. A government official tells CNN that a surgeon who is a Sierra Leone national and a permanent resident of the U.S. is headed to Nebraska. The surgeon will get to the University of Nebraska Medical Center at some time over this weekend. No one is sure if he was working in an Ebola treatment unit or at another hospital.
Well, Richmond police need your help this morning identifying a robbery suspect. Police say on Wednesday, this man seen here robbed the subway on Lexington Road in Richmond just before 9 o'clock at night. They say the suspect is a white male, 5'8", with a thin build, in his 40s. He also has thinning hair and was wearing a blue and gray jacket with jeans and black shoes. He was also carrying a small silver revolver. Anyone with information asked to contact police.
Tonight, the family of a fallen Marion County deputy will hold a memorial for him and other fallen first responders. Today marks exactly 2 years since Deputy Anthony Rakes was killed during a traffic stop. Dwayne Shipp pled guilty to killing Deputy Rakes and was sentenced to life in prison. The memorial for Deputy Rakes and other first responders will be held tonight at 6 at the Government Center in Lebanon. Effective immediately, the city of Lexington has voted to add e-cigarettes to an indoor smoking ban. That's according to our partners at the Herald Leader, who report the Urban County Council unanimously approved the ordinance on Thursday night. It bans e-cigarettes from bars, restaurants, and most other workplaces. Lexington was one of the first cities in Kentucky to pass a smoking ban back in 2004.
Well, this comes on the heels of a CDC report saying e-cigarette use among teens has tripled over the past 3 years. In a survey last year, 4.5% of high school students say they had used them. That's compared to 1.5% in 2011 and 2.8% in 2012. The adult rate for use of e-cigarettes is lower, excuse me, right at 2.6%.
Lexington city leaders announced that they have reached a 10-year franchise agreement with Time Warner Cable. According to our news partners at the Herald Leader, that new agreement has stronger customer service protections, including longer business hours for the cable company. The Urban County Council had considered resolutions that would have denied Time Warner's plan to transfer Lexington's cable operations over to Charter Communications.
The results are confirmed. The race for Georgetown mayor was indeed decided by just 21 votes. Incumbent Mayor Everett Varney says the recanvass was held yesterday and the results did not change. He narrowly lost the race to former Mayor Tom Prather. Varney has now conceded the race on Facebook. He thanked those who supported him. Well, it's an exciting time to be part of the Big Blue Nation fandom.
Yeah, because tonight the new UK basketball season finally begins. Not only are Wildcat fans excited about this year's season, pretty pumped as well about next year already as well. We'll find out why. WKYT's Mark Barber is at Rupp Arena with a look at this year's team of Wildcats. Hey, good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Kentucky's basketball season starts tonight, but after Coach Cal picked up 2 5-star recruits last night, people are already talking about next season. According to ESPN, Kentucky went from the 40th best recruiting class in the nation to the top class in the country last night when Scal Labissiere and Isaiah Briscoe committed to UK. ESPN rates Briscoe as the top point guard in the country. Labissiere is 6'11" and is from Haiti. Rivals has him as the number 3 overall pick. Between those big commitments and this season starting tonight, it's an exciting time to be a Wildcat fan. The Cats are opening the season against Grand Canyon as a part of the Kaywood-Ledford Classic. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock tonight here at Rupp Arena. You can catch the game on the SEC Network. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.